And we back. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today for Love Island USA, Season 8, Episode 29, 30, and 31. And listen, we back, okay? Sorry that I'm late. Sometimes life just happens, and I looked up and I was 3 episodes behind. So what we're going to do is, I didn't take no notes, but there's a lot of things that I want to discuss. And so we just going to freestyle, whatever comes to my brain, we just gonna talk about it with what happened over the last 3 episodes, just so we can try to play catch up. If I'm being honest with you, the last 2 episodes was filler. Okay, I did end up catching the last episode, not live, but I caught it within enough time to vote. Well, so what happened was I caught it with enough time to vote. I think it gave me that I had 15 minutes to vote. That was the time that I woke up, and one of my friends had texted me and said I was crying, and I think to myself, I know Casey and CT didn't go home. No. But then I thought about it when I saw the first clip or the preview, the first look of what's going to happen, that he was going to be asking her something, and so that's probably what she was crying for. It really wasn't enough to make me cry, if I'm being honest with you, but I was upset because I had to vote. The voting was for the top 4 couples that you want to see in the final. And to be honest with you, there's not 4 couples that I want to see in the final.
Like what?
That's the reason why.
There is not 4 couples that I want to see in the final. Of course, I voted for KC and TT. I think I voted for Mel and Sincere. I don't really want to see them in the final. And I voted for, who did I vote for? I took a screenshot. Give me a second. My phone is right here. I voted for, because if I could have voted for TT and KC, I would have just left it there. Okay? So I voted for TT and KC for sure. I voted for Melanie and Sincere. Then I voted for Kenzie and Dylan. And I voted for Zach and Kata. I voted for Zach and Kata because I know America's not going to vote for him. And I voted for Kenzie and Dylan because I know nobody want to see them win either. I did not vote for Anaya and Carl. I don't have anything against Anaya, but I don't see love there.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Anaya does not want that man. Anaya wants Sincere. And we could tell that she liked him by what happened in episode 30 with the challenge. And so she wants Sincere. I voted for TT and Casey. Hopefully, I wish that I could have voted for just one, but the fact that we had to vote for 4, okay, no. And I'm definitely not voting for Trinity and Bryce. I don't see love there either. And so it is what it is. I just did what I needed to do, okay? Now, episode 29, that was karaoke night. That Kenzie is very, very crafty. She's very, very crafty, and she's dangerous with her white woman tears, okay? Now, one thing that she did not do, when it comes to her and Miss Parmita is all the way in the wrong, 100% if you ask me, okay? Now, I love Parmita. Don't get me wrong, I love Parmita, but the thing is, what y'all think that I flip-flop, I'll call anybody out when they're wrong. Miss Parmita gave me bully, and I felt like she was bullying Kenzie. Hear me out, okay? Now, she had already charged up Kenzie at the end of episode 28 when she voted for her and Corbin. And she said, I wasn't being petty. Then the next morning in the glam room, she charged up Kenzie again. And Anaya stood up there talking about, oh, please. But listen, there's not a Persian Girls on Bad Girls Club. Whatever the girl is, they got her on Bad Girls Club. They have them on Baddies. They have them everywhere. She did not tell her, is this Baddies? Because she definitely charged Kenzie up in the glam room. And then she sat down and had a conversation with Kenzie where she was charging her up again. And for me, when you asking me the same question over and over again, you pressing me. And I'm not about to let no bitch press me.
You got me fucked up.
Parmita was pressing Kenzie. And it made me feel some type of way because there's no way the bitch would have asked me the same question more than one time. I would have told her in the glam room, bitch, I already answered you last night, and it is what it is. I wasn't being petty. You can feel how you feel in it, and we can have it out, whatever, but you're not about to keep on asking me the same question over and over again. I'm none of them. You're not gonna press me. And she was pressing Kenzie, and I didn't like it, okay? She was pressing her so much, TT had to jump in. TT had to jump in because everybody want to vote. However they want to vote is valid, but you're not about to beat me down the chest about voting between you and Corbin. I think that the relationship is lustful. You and Corbin, the truth of the matter is Parmita and Corbin have not taken a rest. They haven't taken a rest when they go to bed at night. They doing something every night. So it is giving love. Just let me see you be happy to be in his company. Just let me see the man hold you at least. But every time we see Corbin and Parmelia, it's like he digging straight in the pussy. So I don't know, okay? But I will say this: I was sad to see Corbin and Parmelia go because I fucks with Corbin. I really, really do. I like how Corbin stand on business. I wanted TT and KC to have an ally in the house. That don't mean that I wanted Parmelia to be going around bullying people, right? I don't believe in bullying nobody, but I do wish that they had an ally in the house. I was sad to see Corbin go. But if America voted for the most compatible couple, and I guess they didn't vote for, or they didn't get enough votes, because at that time you could only vote for one person, and they voted for, well, we don't know who was the least, because she said that it wasn't in no particular order. I really want to know what order it was in, and I think that Ariana should let us know what order did the people vote in, because I want to know what America was thinking. I don't believe, y'all can't make me believe that people are voting for Trinity and Bryce. And every time I see Bryce come on my screen, I get sick to my motherfucking stomach because they playing in our face. And I don't believe that that is a couple. But Bryce is giving me that he has already won the game. And it's upsetting me and my homegirls.
I'm pissed as a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm upset. I'm mad as a motherfucker.
So America ended up voting. So let's get to karaoke night. They ended up doing karaoke night. Pardon me to piss me off when you were at the karaoke too, girl. You was over here singing Dilemma with Kelly Rowland, girl, and she didn't give me, you don't know what you mean to me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to hit the me. You know what I'm saying? Because when Kelly Rowland hit that me was still going on while she was singing part of the, you know, that me went on for a minute. That me went on for a minute. She didn't hold it. And Corbin, I feel like that Corbin had something easy. You was rapping, but I do get the first person that's going jitters, okay? I thought that KC and TT did good. You know, they did Ain't No Mountain High Enough, you know. Shout out to Mama Joyce, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Ain't no valley low enough to keep me off of your ass, baby. Ain't no, right? Shout out to Mama Joyce. I wish they would have, you know, it was black, so I'm happy for it, whatever. I wish they would have performed Make It Last Forever by, I don't know the woman's name, but I know it was Keith Sweat. When I saw it on the beat, they performed at the Soul Train Awards, it was Keith Sweat and Faith Evans. But I believe her name is Jackie or something like that or whatever. But I would love to see them perform Make It Last Forever, or they could have did Bonnie and Clyde by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Part two. I like part two. I love Beyonce vocals in part two. They could have did Bonnie and Clyde, but you know, they did Ancient Mountain Life. I thought they really, really did good. And I love that they had some, you know, that they was choreographed. I thought they did good. Melanie and Sincere, they was aight. You know, I don't think that they tied with KC and TT, but they was aight. Okay, who else win? Carl and Anaya, baby grandma. Oh my God, it was a mess. It was a mess. Kata and Zach, a mess. Trinity and Bryce, a mess. Kenzie and Dylan, they ate. And I'm there. I remember watching 30 for 30. It was the Lakers versus the Celtics. And it was a man said it before. He said, one thing about black people is they honest. Black people are honest. They will give, back in the day, black people used to give Larry Bird his props. That's a badass white boy on their court, right? Even when Pink came out, Pink said that she knew that she could sing because when she would go to black clubs, the people would give her props. That white girl can sing. You know what I'm saying? Black people will give people their props. Kenzie and Dylan won. But I don't see no second place with being no tie between Melanie and Sincere. But I really want to know how the people voted. We need to be able to see the votes because it'd be some bullshit that's going on with the votes. Because Kata she got bullshit fucked up, but I don't think that there was no tie. In my personal opinion, I thought that last place was Anaya and Carl. Okay, period. Anaya and Carl, Kata and Zach, and I just how I feel. And I ain't got nothing against Anaya. I know y'all gonna think that. I thought it was boring. I thought it was boring. Okay, but I thought that first place would be Kenzie and Dylan. Second place, TT and KC, and third place was definitely Sincere and Mel, but it wasn't no tie for sure. Last place, I don't think that Corbin and Parmelia was last place. I think that Anaya and Carl, Kata and Zach was last place. They just didn't give me. They didn't put no ump in it for me. It was real vanilla. It was real vanilla. Okay, but they ended up having a bottom. Wait a minute. So Kenzie ended up winning. Kenzie and Dylan ended up winning, and four of the couples were saved from America's vote. She said it was no particular order, but she had Carl and Anaya, Trinity and Bright. I don't believe it. Sincere and Melanie. And last but not least was Casey and TT. And they were shocked. They thought they was going home. And it shows that I feel like, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like that they are being mistreated in the villa and they haven't done anything to anybody. That really upset me that they thought that they was last. No, baby, we go, listen, I downloaded that app to vote for Casey and TT. That's the reason why I downloaded the app. I'm voting for y'all. I'm rooting for y'all. Period. Yes, I'm a grown man. And yes, I downloaded the app to vote. And yes, I watch Love Island by myself. Y'all, listen, y'all not gonna make me feel ashamed. I do what the fuck I do. Okay? So they were saved. So that leaves Kata and Zach, Kata and Zach, Kenzie and Dylan, and Corbin and Parmita. Kenzie and Dylan was saved because they won the karaoke night. I don't like that. It's not, listen, give them their crown, but it shouldn't save them from elimination because I just feel like it would be different if we knew that we was coming in for karaoke night and we could set something up, but we just something at the spur of the moment. I don't like that. I didn't like it. Let them have their crowns and be on their way. Okay? So the Islanders had to vote, and that's another thing too. I don't like that the Islanders get to vote because this is not Friendship Island, and I feel like there are alliances with the cast, and I don't like it. Okay, and so the couples had to stand up who they wanted to vote for. Now, did y'all catch the shade that Melanie threw when they asked them to stand up and go stand up who they want to vote for? She said, "I love you, Parmita."
Stop playing with me.
That's a nasty girl. I love it though. I don't miss shade. Love you, Parmita. Yeah, you voted for us last time, but bitch, I'm going over here with Kata and Zach. Love you too. Okay. And I love that Casey and TT stood on business. I'm riding for my niggas. You know what I'm saying? We riding over here. And they was the only one that stood over there and they went home. Okay? Kata sitting up here talking about me and Zach have been together since day 3. It's not Casey and TT. Bitch, what you mean? It's not Casey and TT, baby, because they didn't ask America to vote for who's been here the longest. They asked who was more compatible. And you and Zach aren't compatible, baby. Nobody believes that you and Zach are compatible. Nobody believes it. I damn sure don't believe it. Cute girl. I don't think that y'all are compatible. I don't see it. I think that Zach is here to win $100,000 or $50,000. I don't think that he's there for you. I think that just so happened, no bitch that he found better than you walked. That's why I should have been charged of the casting. No bitch better than you to him walked into the house. And that's why he wasn't exploring it. That's why there's no pressure. He wanted to come into the house and lock down with somebody the first day. But it was nothing there that he really saw that he wanted to lock down with. So he explored with a bombshell. You just don't happen to come in and y'all been together since day 1. That's the only thing that happened, baby. You think that y'all got something special going on. It's not nothing special, baby. It's not nothing special. Okay? Corbin went home. What happened? So yeah, I just don't like it. Kenzie is very dangerous. Kenzie was upset with Melanie because Melanie voted for her. And I thought that Melanie needs to tell the truth. And that's how I felt. And shout out to Melanie because she could see some shit, but she dumb in love with that nigga. She soft as tissue when it comes to Sincere. She told Kenzie straight up, girl, I thought that you would have still been exploring if movie night had not came up. No, she would have still been exploring. You're right, kind of. She would have still been exploring if Dylan and Jen had not called her out. She would have still been exploring. Okay? Kenzie is not happy to be with that man, but she tried to make Melanie feel like that, you're my best friend. How could she and Jen be your best friend at the same time? And Melanie said, no, wait a minute. I don't think, she said something to the fact of, I may be your best friend, but you're not my best friend, girl, because when Soul was here, you was over there with Soul. She said, Soul didn't have nobody. See, Kenzie, that's what girl, that's what I'm saying. If we gonna have movie night, we're not just gonna put KC and Sincere business out there. We're gonna put everything out there, and we're not just talking about the relationships that they have in the island, like boyfriend and girlfriend. We putting friendships to the test too, because Kenzie, you moved funny, very, very nasty when you found out that when America put Melanie and Corbin together. You moved real funny, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have felt a certain type of way, right? Because it would be hypocritical of me to say that you shouldn't be upset, because I also talked about how she told, oh, girl, straight to her face. Anaya straight to her face, well, girl, I'm just gonna start pulling KC. And Anaya just looked at like, oh, right? But you moved funny. You got to over here talking to her enemy. You get what I'm saying? Talking shit about her almost. I don't feel like you're even trying and all this other type of stuff, when I felt like that Melanie was very respectful with Corbin. And again, Mackenzie excuses, I'm here to explore. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So why can she explore? Right? I feel like that Bia with her one leg made it seem like that this was Kenzie Island, USA, and everything, every nigga that walked through the villa was for you because Zach didn't want you, and that's not the case. You was moving real funny, and I'm glad that Melanie peeped it, and then you sitting up here with your white woman tears. I didn't like it. And why then Dylan, my thing with Dylan is Dylan was correct in what he said to you, but see, I'm side-eyeing Dylan because Dylan, if you watch the show, you know that Zach and Kenzie don't really fuck with each other. So my thing is, why are you over here crying about Kenzie on Zach's motherfucking shoulder? See, that was the second time you did that. You over here crying to Kenzie. I mean, crying to Zach on Kenzie's shoulder. You did it the first time when you walked away. Then you did it again. That is not your friend. That man is trying to win $100,000. He's trying to win $100,000. Okay? And he also was crying to Carl too. I just don't. Forgive the girl or not, right? But Kenzie, I had forgot that you had told Corbin that you wanted to bring him home to your family. Kenzie, I don't believe that you're really into dealing like that. I don't. That's some bullshit that you're talking about. So I had to hug on Gal to make sure that I was into dealing. Girl, what? What? That give me you was through with dealing. Gal wasn't even all of that. Gal was jack shit ugly. Ugly than a motherfucker. What you mean you had to kiss on him to see if you had feelings? Girl, Kenzie, you run a game and America's not buying it. America's not buying it. You can cry all you want to, girl. You settled for Dylan. You settled for him with his crying ass. Because I know you was turned off for him. I know I would have been turned off for him when I seen a nigga crying. Nigga, you up here crying? This the whole game. You over here crying? Sorry, y'all. I had to get a drink of water. Okay, but yeah, you over here crying. Yeah, Kenzie, you definitely settled. I'm glad Melanie peeped you, and I'm glad Dylan called you out. But yeah, you are very. I think that Kenzie is very dangerous with her tears. Okay, that Kata, baby, Kata was mad at everybody. Kata was mad at everybody that people are not seeing Zach and her as the top couple because they've been, again, this is not friendship. This is not who's been here the longest. That's not the question that they asked America. They asked who was more compatible. And TT tried to tell her, girl, America saw that when y'all went to the hideaway and you gave him your pussy, he asked how would you feel if he started exploring other people. Right? You so worried about KC and TT that you are missing red signs from Zach. Okay? You're missing red signs from Zach. Okay? They ended up having a mission in the house where TT got a text and they basically had a mission for all of the girls to do something to complete a mission within the house. Okay? Did you catch how Anaya still was copying Melanie? Melanie, they asked somebody to get a guy to make a drink three times in a row and turn it down 3 times until they come back. Melanie said, that's easy. I'll be able to do that. That's easy. They did something for Anaya next, and okay, that's easy. I could do it. She's just mimicking Mel. Baby, the whole time, I don't know if y'all peeped it, the whole time Mel was sending Sincere back for the drinks, they had the camera on. You know I don't miss shade, and I love to people watch. They had the camera on Kenzie, and Anaya was sitting there. Anaya looked mad than a motherfucker. Anaya looked so upset. Not only was it the girl in Sincere, she just looked upset because it was Sincere, and I think that she felt like that. She seemed Sincere. She was upset that Melanie had Sincere wrapped around her finger like that. Okay, and it was also telling to me that Anaya went and asked KC. And the thing with, I don't think that if I'm TT, the mission wouldn't have been complete with me, because it's okay for you to come up here and ask you to go get the glasses, but when you come over here talking about I owe you something,
bitch, who?
I think that you owe me. Girl, wait a minute, wait. You know what I'm saying? He don't owe you nothing, baby. He don't owe you nothing. But I don't know if Casey and Anaya, I wanted them to move on, right? But it seemed like Casey was kind of thrown off that Anaya came over there chilling with him and TT, because when she came over there and sat down, he's like, man, what the fuck? Did y'all catch that? Like, damn, you don't really fuck with us like that. What's going on that you over here? You get what I'm saying? But I do thought that the mission was cute. And also, too, I let the people watch to see what's going on. When Trinity asked KC, did he like fries? Because she was supposed to get all the people like fries. I wonder how do they talk in the villa. Again, after the stuff, the recoupling and stuff had happened, I saw Melanie and KC sitting together talking by themselves when Sincere pulled her. So I want to know what KC's relationship is like with the people. But when TT asked him, did he like fries? And she included him in the conversation, he smiled and looked at her and said, yeah, I love fries, right? And so it seems like he was trying to be cordial to her. I wonder what was that the first conversation that they have had? Because at this point, we know that she can't stand a nigga now. You get what I'm saying? And it's just so crazy to me. Again, it's okay. And I know that I keep saying this, but I can't get back up off of it. Sincere has dogged Melanie. Nobody has been done wrong in the villa except for worse than Melanie. And it seems like there's all this leeway for Sincere, but nothing for KC, and it's really pissing me off. Okay, but they did ended up doing the whole mission. KC ended up helping her find the glasses. TT got everything done. It was really, really nice. I don't think that Kenzie should have picked what she picked because they're still giving Horror Island. You get what I'm saying? You want two men rubbing on you at the same time. It's really giving Horror Island. But I thought that was a cute little mission that they had. I like that. But Kata, you are really pissing me off. Okay, what else happened? What happened? Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, Melanie. Sincere ain't changed at all. Sincere didn't change at all. Nobody was upset. This is the thing with Sincere that I know he hadn't changed yet. First of all, he was running around the house talking about we have some toxic moments in our relationship, but we're not a toxic couple. Y'all are a toxic couple, baby. If you got toxic moments in your relationship, then the relationship is toxic. Is Sincere dumb? Epitome, I let it slide, right? Depending on where you're from in the United States, you probably pronounce things a certain type of way, right? So I let the epitome slide, but I think that Sincere thinks that he is the smartest person in the room. We don't have, and he's trying to convince us that they don't have y'all have a toxic relationship. The fact that she picked you and started arguing and chastising you at the recoupling after Casa, that's toxic. Because I'm not picking nobody that I got to argue with, okay? But he ended up telling Melanie, they went on the dock, and he ended up telling Melanie that he sees her as his girlfriend, he sees her as his future fiance, he sees her as his wife and the mother of his kids. And she just ate it up. And that's the thing that they're saying about Sincere when you go too far.
Too much.
You go too far with what you had Soul around that feeling like mama happy, right? You had Soul around that feeling like mama. You had Amara around there. If it was any more time, you would have been the one. You go too far with what you're saying. You go too far with what you're saying, Papa. It's too much. And Melanie, you buying the shit is crazy to me. Because we've seen him with these promises with damn near every girl that he has encountered in the house. It's not, I don't understand why are we buying this? You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit to me. And who are you trying to convince? America? We're not weak like Melanie. We're not falling for your lies. You see her as your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife, and your future baby mama. How dreadful. And that makes me so happy. Girl, stop.
She's a weak bitch.
Girl, stop, okay? So Kata and Zach want to make everything exclusive, but he don't want to rush into being a boyfriend and a girlfriend. I really think that Bryce and Trinity put pressure on the couples in the house once they made themselves a relationship, right? And so I felt like Zach trying to play the game is like, well, they rushed into being boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm going to compete, but I'm not going to say boyfriend and girlfriend because I want to be seen as serious, and they not really serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like that he was trying to do. But I feel like that's a situationship. I do feel like that's a situationship. Because what is being exclusive if you're not my boyfriend and girlfriend, but I can't really talk to nobody else? So like, what does that mean? What is it? It's a situationship, and Kayla is just so it's so funny because Kayla got so much stuff to say about Casey and him dogging the night out when he, in my opinion, he really didn't do it, right? But because I think that you're thinking that he dogged her out because they had been together since day one. You only came in since day 3. You think that you're OG, but you're not. But you came in at day 3, and you think because he came in with her and they was together since day 1, they were supposed to be together. And him leaving her is kind of dogging her out, and it's not. And it's not. Because if she dogged him out, what did Anaya do to Carl? Right? Okay. It's a situationship. So on episode 31, she's upset, and the shit. If y'all been paying attention to the show, the shit with Kata and Trinity has been brewing, right? The shit has been brewing. Our people watch, and I know y'all get tired of me saying that, but I do. I don't talk about everything that I see, but the shit has been brewing between Kata and Trinity for a minute, and it started when they came back from Casa. When who was it? Amara came in and she said that Zach did his thing, but he wasn't as bad as KC. And when TT pulled her away, she was like, well, what does he mean by that? And Trinity kind of snapped with the guy. I mean, well, girl, she was just saying that, you know what I'm saying, within the challenges. She was like, well, no, she said more than with the challenges. You know what I'm saying? And Kata had ended up walking away. See, she wasn't slapping on Trinity. She wasn't slapping bitches down like she was slapping on white girls when she was over there in New Hampshire.
Pocket.
Right? The girls feel a certain. The girls do stuff to white girls they're not gonna do to black girls, right? She wasn't gonna slap Trinity down, and so then she said that Trinity called a situation a situationship. I don't think that. Well, not. I don't think Trinity didn't say that when y'all went to the water park. The girls ended up getting a text to go outside the villa. They had like a field day, I guess you can say, at the water park, and they was talking about their relationships. And Kata ended up sharing with the girls that her and Zach was exclusive, and she said that Trinity said that it was a situationship. Trinity didn't say that at the water park. Kata brought that up and said that Trinity said that it was a situationship. It is a situationship. If y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend, what is it? But see, this is the thing. She's sitting up here saying, why is Trinity on her high horse, right? Because Trinity's on her high horse because y'all have all. That's the thing when you can't get mad at a bitch and then start telling the truth. See, you done went and made it seem like that Trinity and Bryce are the best thing since sliced bread, and now you feel like she on her high horse because her and Bryce are a couple now, and y'all aren't. And you would look like a hater now if you say that they're not a real couple anyway, or you don't see no spark between them. So that's why you over there crying. Because make no mistake, you talked about every couple in the villa when America didn't see you, because you said it don't matter. You talked about every couple in the villa when America didn't see you and Zach in the top 4. She talked about every couple in the villa, right? Except for Bryce and Trinity. She talked about every couple because you was mad. But now you feel like Trinity's on her high horse. It's a situationship, baby. What is we exclusive? What is we exclusive? Stop playing in my face. Y'all either boyfriend or girlfriend, or y'all not. Zach is playing in your face, but he's not going to play in America's face. And it doesn't. And that's just where I'm from. A lot of people are. We exclusively what? Exclusively what? I don't get it. Okay. Carlin and I talk. I don't see no spark there. She don't want that man. Okay, she ain't going to Nantucket. She not going to Denver. She not going nowhere to meet that man. She does not like that man. And it's so crazy because I feel like that Anaya fans see that she don't want. I'm not going to put Anaya with somebody that she don't want to be with. Back up with Anaya real quick. Anaya got some insecurities, baby. Did y'all see when she got into the bed with Carl? Carl told her she looked beautiful. She said, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not even dressed up. He said, you have a natural glow. Mm-hmm. See, she has a hard time taking compliments. See, it wasn't just KC. I think it wasn't KC, right? She was doing the same thing with KC, was giving her compliments. She was brushing it off because it doesn't mean anything unless Sincere give her a compliment, right? These men are not who she wants. She wants Sincere. It doesn't matter if anybody says that she's beautiful unless Sincere tells her that she's beautiful. And he hasn't done that. When she was crying and told Sincere and said that she don't feel beautiful, Sincere told her she needed to boss up.
I do. Fuck you. Come on.
You need to boss up. So it's not working. She doesn't even care when Carl tells her that she looks beautiful. And I think that she wants to sell us this. She was the same thing that she was trying to do with KC. I'm seeing the same thing that she's trying to convince us that she like these people, and she don't. She don't like them. She wants sincere. She wants sincere. And that's the truth. What else did I see? But yeah, they don't want each other. Who else was talking about the relationship? TT was saying that she'd never been a girlfriend before when Casey make up, and she was over there crying, girl. She was over there crying. I will say this though, with Casey, and I love Casey and TT. It was kind of underwhelming. I love that he put the scavenger hunt on, right? But I think that KC has a problem. I think that he has a problem expressing himself. And I thought that the scavenger hunt and everything was great. But once he got to talking to TT and saying that he wanted her to be his girlfriend, I wish he would have wrote what he wanted to say or what he was feeling on a piece of paper, because it didn't come across to me. One of my friends texted me and she told me, she said, I cried. It didn't make me cry at all.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
It didn't make me cry at all. I was like, baby, what is it? You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem. And when he asked her to be his girlfriend, you would have thought that TT won $1 million, baby. She, girl, what? What? And Anaya was looking back there tight, talking about, is it like it's a proposal? I'm giving E for effort, though. I'm giving an E for effort. None of the other dudes did their girls like that. Okay, and make no mistake, Kenzie, I don't know how. Listen, I'm not. And listen, I don't understand how Sincere and Mel take it to the hideaway just because Trinity said so. Trinity seems like she run the house now. You know what I'm saying? She seems to be the villain mother, because Trinity said that Sincere and her and Bryce went. I mean, you know, she said all I heard was her say Sincere and Melanie going to the hideaway, and they went to the hideaway. Make no mistake, Melanie and Sincere fucked. She could say what she want to say. I know that they fucked because Sincere said that he gonna respect. They fucked. They fucked in the hideaway. They did. They did. I would never.
Low class, lowest class, no class.
I would never. Not on national TV. I won't. I won't. I won't. She claiming it, but what else happened? Kata is upset with Trinity because she feel like she on her high horse. But see, she's not talking to. See, if you got all this mouth and bravado when it comes to KC, I'm telling you that you got girls that do stuff like that, or whatever. They got all this mouth and bravado when it comes to a man, but they don't have that same energy when it comes to another woman, because it's equal playing field, and she probably get a, you know, I don't like either one of them like that, really. I don't really got no problem with them. I just don't like how they did KC. But she over there talking to Zach, and she over there crying about it, and you feel tight and heavy all up in your chest, but you never really addressed it with Titi. I mean, with Trinity. And Trinity said, for sure, girl, and she did tell you that, girl, if you like it, I love it. So you got a situationship? So you like it, I love it, girl. What is it? What is it? You trying to, you know, shine this up like he done just made a major commitment to you, and he didn't make shit to you. He gave you jack shit nothing. It was nothing, okay? Kenzie and Dylan, whatever. But I voted for him because I don't think that nobody else is gonna vote for him. Hopefully, what else happened in the episode? Let me think real quick before I get up here, because I don't even remember what else happened, because a lot of it was just filler. When they did the challenge, Bryce went in there putting on makeup, baby. Bryce was getting ready to because Kata ended up, her mission was to go pull a nigga for a chat. I keep on saying nigga, a white nigga. She ended up pulling one of the brothers, the men brothers, pulling one of the boys for a chat and make them put makeup on her face. So she ended up pulling Bryce. And when she asked Bryce to pull him for a chat, Bryce was getting ready to throw Trinity ass to the club. He don't want that girl. Bryce was getting ready to throw Trinity ass to the club, to the curb. He don't want her. He don't want her. Okay? And he went in there putting on makeup, and Trinity gonna holler, my man is a better bitch than me. What is going on? I would have never admitted that. I would have never admitted that over my dead body. Never. Okay? That's not a real couple, y'all. It's not a real couple. Even in this last episode, he told us, I just want to be where you are. Girl,
Please go away from me with this.
Okay. Girl, get up out my face playing with me. This ain't real. This ain't real. And it's upsetting me because I feel like they think they already won. Somebody told him that they already won. I do not believe that America is voting for Bryce and Trinity like that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm going to tell y'all this one thing for sure. If Trinity and Bryce win this I don't think that from what I'm seeing on social media. Well, I haven't really been on social media to even say. I'm just not seeing when I'm going on social media that people are voting for Trinity and Bryce like that they just this top couple in the house. And if America, if Love Island sit up here and tell me that Bryce and Trinity won, I'm not watching Love Island next year because I'm not interested in Love Island picking a couple to win. You know what I'm saying? If we don't really have a say-so or a vote in the matter. You get what I'm saying? I just don't believe that nobody's vote for Trinity and Bryce. We talking about Kenzie settled for Dylan. They both settled for each other because nobody wanted either one of them. And that's just the truth, baby. It's the truth, baby. Shout out to Anaya. It's the truth, baby. Just like nobody wanted Anaya. It's the truth, baby. And she got on a new wig. She got on a new wig. I thought her daddy was supposed to have all this motherfucking money. She over here wearing Trinity's wig.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see the girlfriend moment between her and TT when she was TT went over there, got in that water at the water park, and Anaya over there janking the motherfucking knots and shit about the goddamn weed. I say, child, what is going on? What is going on? What else happened in the episode? Let me think. Yeah, y'all, that was pretty much it. Y'all. Sorry that I'm late. I just have to go ahead and get this up out of here. I'm a little bit behind, you know what I'm saying? But I will be live today. We're not going to talk about Love Island. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to have to talk about what's going on over there in Beverly Hills, Annabelle, okay? But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.